Anyway, next segment. So, we need a car. And we need a turbo car. Or a car we could put a turbo on. Let's go to the UK. We haven't really driven that many British cars. Drove the Griffith not too long ago. The XT220 is an option, but I'm not going to do that. It's too expensive for now. But, if we go to Lotus, I'm thinking we buy an Esprit. What color should we get it in though? 349 horsepower. We're going to bump that up. You know what? Let's do deep purple. Why not? Furum color. I'm sure nobody has a problem with that either. We're gonna go straight to the tune shop. Look at that. I'm gonna do it. Tires. We're gonna need to pit. So let's do the regular slicks. Oh, James said green. Oof. Anyway, we're on to the race of turbos. And we got 3 high-speed tracks because this is a high-speed series. Only limited to turbo vehicles. Start off with Midfield Raceway. And we're gonna try this with just the max turbo. Nothing else. This is gonna be a nightmare to drive. That's why we do the challenge. And yeah, we're against tuner cars. And look at that, there's an Esprit 350. So we're in good company. This is going to be a nightmare to drive, but I think it's going to be freaking hilarious. I think the AI are so bad on this. This will show off how bad the AI are. But here we go, we got a fat turbo in this car. Look at just how much it jerks up to the top of the gear. Because we have so much turbo speed, it actually holds the drift. I should have bought a transmission. I mean, we will need to buy one for test course. I think this will be fine. We only have 5 gears. The turbo lag is so extreme with the stage 4. So what's our top speed? Gonna be low. Only 170. You know what? It's fine for midfield, but we will need to bump this up. Did he go off track? Yep. AI at its best. Off we could drive off into the sunset again, although we will be pitting. And these races are going to be a little short because midfield's a short track. can hear that turbo noise again. Best sound ever. $400R. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for Apricot Hill. I want to drive this car for test course. I mean, this car did come out in like the early 90s. Early late 90s. That's when cars were wedge shaped. Yeah, the 90s cars are great. This one has pop-up headlights, which it's not active now. Which also, hey SnakeEater, welcome back. Like, to be honest, I kind of forgot to drive the 400R. So, I'll drive it in Apricot Hill. But I did want to drive this for a top speed race, because the Lotus can do a crazy top speed. The GTA trilogy. I haven't seen gameplay, but I did watch the trailer. And, honestly, the game kind of looks like trash. I mean, it's cool that they're releasing it on modern consoles, but it was kind of an excuse to get the original versions off of Steam so that you can't mod it. I'll probably buy it. Trying to see where the skyline is. So unless the skyline pits, we are probably going to lose the lead to him. Let's go. String crash? No, I didn't drop any frames. Try to get that reverse shift so I can get the turbo lag. So I can get it gone. I saw that the PS5 or like suing companies started doing custom faceplates for the side, which means they're probably going to do it themselves. I mean, I'm fine with the white design for now, but you could definitely take off the sides and, you know, put in a custom faceplate, which they're probably going to release next year or whatever, or at least announce next year. Let's do the 400R in a bonus of this stream, and don't include the Esprit. Well, like, I can drive the 400R. This is only race 1 of the series. But I kind of want to do 280 miles an hour, and I don't remember the 400R can do it. But yeah, it's no big deal to just drive the 400R into Apricot Hill. I don't know if Energy 4 drove the Esprit. I honestly don't remember what he drove. Tried to get some turbo kick there. He drove the 400R. He wanted me to follow him. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do the exact same playthrough as other YouTubers because, well, the races are the same, but how you drive them is obviously different. That was a nice drift. That was awkward. Okay. Yeah, I know Ran GT4 would like try a car, and then if he failed, he would switch to a different one and just cut it out in the videos. I mean, there's some series where you kind of have to drive a certain car in order to win, even if it's like open-ended. Just because of how the game's economy is, unless you do events out of order. But I think for the license challenge, you know, we're kind of past the stage where the license challenge is super relevant. I mean, we still have to do the IB races, but we only have like a few of those left. We have the one makes after this series, and then we get to IA. Yeah, And what we could do as a bonus is we can drive a few laps of each race. Maybe not the entire 10 laps, because 10 laps of test course is really, really boring. So, looking at the field spread, the mine skyline is ahead of everything else, but then the rest of the field is kind of in one group. So, well, we drove a pretty, well, also the Spree 350 is also ahead. We drove a pretty dominant race. The stage 4 was probably overkill, but it's turbo and everybody runs high upgrade cars. And I'm also faster than the AI. So we're back up to 1,000,000 credits. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this series a bit out of order since it's single race. We're going to do Apricot Hill next, but you know what? Just for the series, just for you, I will switch to a different turbo car. The one that I said I was going to drive earlier, so let's do it. The Nismo 400R. We drove it some other time in the playthrough, so let's get back in it. Let's slap another turbo in it. And this time, let's see. 552 horsepower versus 668. You could even get an intercooler. Let's do the stage 3. Just for a challenge. I forget if I have other parts on this. Let me check. I think I do have a part or two on here, maybe. I don't know. Let's do slicks again. Lycan. Yeah, I've still been streaming. I just haven't played Asphalt, obviously. Let's try that though. Apricot Hill is a bit more speed dependent, so maybe we can use the intercooler. 595 horsepower. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I feel like 600 is what you need. I think we're fine on oil. Yeah. We don't need the oil change. Let's hop back in. So, I see we love spamming in chat. Even though, you know, I have eyes and I can read. So. "15 laps, wow. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have bought those tires. Oh well. Oh, I think we drove the car in arcade mode and had assist. That's why there's miles on there. Oh, it's Subin. I didn't realize you changed your name again. I think. That's my first guess. Yeah. Ready for the US Grand Prix? Yeah, that's in quite a few hours though. I think qualifying's at 4 o'clock, which is pretty late. Alright, we're going to start in second gear and see. Wow, so this race is going to be like double the length of midfield. Because this is a longer track and it's more laps. Yeah, I think our upgrade was right. So we're going to try and do a 2-stopper then, I guess. Or you know what, maybe we can go to 8 laps on the slicks. We'll have to do a Seb Spain 2020 on this. Yeah. So what is that? Like another mine skyline? Or is that a regular skyline? The mine skyline is behind us. I think that's a regular skyline in first. Bunch of skylines in the podiums. I would have thought the rough TCR2 back there would have been the big threat. It might still be, but I know it'll be bad on its tires. A little off-track excursion for that skyline up there. So the mine scan's a bit faster because we didn't put on stage 4. But I think this is a good challenge. Like I said earlier in the stream, the AI are really tricky to gauge in Professional League because there's no rubber banding, so you gotta go as fast as they go. If I drove the exact same car as the AI, I'd be faster because I could take more unique lines. But, you know, it's tricky to time it. Because the field gets so spread out so quickly. And on these long races, it really drags out. You know what would have been cool? Like, you know, a one-lap magic sort of, but you did the reverse. Where you had these cars that spread out super fast. Or maybe a 3-lap magic. I think Gran Turismo 4 did some... Whoa, Spinella. Spinella. Oh, he's going head on into the mine skyline. A disaster for Team R34. Absolute disaster. So, we kind of just stumbled into the lead. Big Spinella. Big Spinella. Let's see. Can I do this midstream? Big Spinella. I don't care. I'm putting him in the corner. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What did I just put in the corner? There we go. We'll put him in the corner just for a little bit. Yeah, he never left. He's always been sitting in my OBS. Let's see if we can make the R34 Spinella, just from having been out of there. Front right's not going pretty well. Bernardo is the senpai. Isn't he all of our senpais? Alright, let's take him off for now. We can look at our tires again. Okay. Okay, so maybe the slicks weren't the right call. Should have probably gone for the super hards because I didn't realize this would be 15 laps. You mean Helmet Marco, the guy in F1, or somebody else? Could we one-stop this race? I know our tires are yellow halfway through our stint. But maybe we could try and go 8 laps. We can maybe avoid the 2-stopper. I mean, if the Mines is also pitting 2 times, then we can not worry. So the Mine Skyline is faster in the straights. But he's not that fast in the corners. And that's where we gotta shine. It's kind of Gran Turismo's AI at its finest. On the outside. Switch back. Front right's dying. Coming back around the inside, maybe. Yeah, Drish, I have no interest in playing Asphalt again. I've seen what, like, is still happening in Asphalt. I'm still in the chats and the servers. Like, people are leaving, people are getting bored, the events are getting really stale. I know everyone was kind of disappointed because we have that Lego McLaren Grand Prix, but you can't even keep the car. It's just kind of a demo. So it's a gimmick. Just that, I would have thought it would have been really cool to see the car fully released. It's a good unicorn car. Alright, we're going on an orange tire. Drinking and driving. Hey Subin, you know it's like only 10:30 a.m. here where I'm at. There's a thing called time zones that, unfortunately, there's no good time for every single country. Every time is bad for some region of the world, so I mean, it depends. If you're a night owl in Australia, this is a perfect time. But you know, back when I decided to do streaming on the weekends, Saturday morning was best because I can get Americas, Europe, and then the Asian countries all at a time where people are awake. In Asia, maybe towards the very end of the day. In America, towards the very beginning of the day. Because like on the West Coast right now, it's like 8:30 a.m. and most people aren't going to be awake. So there's no perfect time zone for everybody, unless we're all night owls. Yeah, daylight savings time is going to kick in next month. So, 6 laps, and that tire's in pain. We're going to keep going, though. I should have put Super Slicks on, but you know... Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I gotta watch out for that RX-7, though. So everyone pitted on lap 6. Except for that RX-7. We're gonna do the lap 8 stint. Even if this tire is gonna explode. We're gonna do Ocon Turkey 2020. Yeah, there's a perfect time for everybody. I'm the type of person who likes to go out in the afternoon and at night. So for me, morning is actually the best time to stream. For me. Because I make plans and still stream because most of my friends in real life sleep in until noon. So it works for me. And that's been the case since high school. Alright, that tire is orange. That is a crisp orange. And we're gonna do one more lap on that actually, because I don't want to do the death lap at the very end of the race. We're only running 1 second faster than the rest of the field. The Esprit is coming in hot now. But the Esprit should be pitting, so we should be good. Car definitely feels more sluggish though, because of that front right. And the rest of the tires are going off too. Lots of understeer here. I think the biggest thing is don't light up the tires at the very end. Hey Shivesh. Yeah, I'm definitely not pre-ordering GTA Trilogy. That is a game I'm going to pay at most $30 for. I'll probably wait till it goes to 20 because I feel like it's going to be a lazy port. The graphics look weird. And they're the same games, so. There's no rush to play games that have already been out for 20 years. Alright, we're diving into the pits because that is a red tire. And look at that, the Esprit's pitting as well. I go out, he comes in. So where's the mine skyline in all of this? Look at that, welcome back. Hey buddy. We just in time, we combated the undercut. Undercut, pit strategies in F1 work or not. Alright, so we gotta protect these tires a bit, but we can go a little bit harder than we done the last stint. Man, you guys are talking about being in your early teens, and I'm sitting here at 21, but I still feel like a kid when I go out to the to work. It's weird. Growing up is weird. And it was around that age when I started doing this channel. And it's like, wow, I'm still playing video games, even though you learn so much in, you know, the time in 7-8 years. It's crazy. Skyline is breathing down my neck. You can see him in the mirrors too. Alright, here he goes. Still faster in a straight line, so I just gotta make sure. And I think he's gonna pit a second time, so race will die down at the end. They want to make me merge without looking. Have you ever seen that, it's like 30 seconds, but it's like someone like made a remix with that clip. And it was like really well made. Virgo gang. I'm Taurus gang. I am disappointed to say that I know my astrology sign. For every syllable is censored, yeah. I remember that one too. We go through like 40 memes in a single day that are born and then die out within like, you know, less than a week. Like last week it was all about that Barnyard versus Megamind blow up. But now it's been overblown. The week before, it was like, or maybe 2 weeks before, it was that Animal Crossing parody video, let's say. But it was that specific song from that video, and one screenshot. And like a couple weeks before, it was the Squid Game stuff. We're just going through memes at lightning speed. Do I like Baby Yoda? No, I never liked it. I thought it was a gimmick, and I think the even cringier part was that other companies decided to make baby versions of all of their characters. I think like the worst offense of this is Mario Kart, and I know Mario Kart's been doing it forever since like Double Dash, but the baby characters where they just keep adding more every game just to pad out the roster, it's like actually garbage. Like, who will unironically drive baby Rosalina? Unless there is a hard statistical advantage with that character, I feel like they're the least popular characters. I think the baby characters should have been left as like a cheat code where you put in a cheat code and all the characters turn into, you know, baby versions. That would be silly. That would be acceptable, I think. But to make them as, you know, viable, regular characters is just lazy. A DeBaby character in Mario Kart would be perfect, though. I want to drive the DeBaby convertible. Hey Kaz, can you put the DeBaby convertible in GT7? Thanks. He loves to watch Mega Man. I haven't seen the like actual Mega Man movie since it came out when I was like 9. It was such a good movie though. I probably have to watch it again. That was something I should have done in college and I didn't just because we never had the time to finally put it on. So the Skyline Pitted again. The RX-7's back behind us. But we should go to the end. You're gonna just check the Discord chat after qualifying. I mean, I'm gonna watch it if I'm not going out at that time. It's just at a weird time. So Mega Man's just unironically a great movie. It's got a great cast, the jokes are funny, the scenes are memorable. It's like what you need in a kids movie. I haven't watched that many kids movies nowadays, but I've always heard that they're kind of like forgettable and kind of copy pasty. Where does the CEO of Halloween live? I think next week I'll get a costume, because next week is Halloween weekend and that's going to be awesome. Used to watch in 2016-17, yeah. It was a different time to be super competitive in Asphalt. And now we're chill. I'm not trying to compete for anything because I honestly don't have the time to grind any one game. Alright, final lap. Our tire strategy has worked. It's paid off. Among Us cosplay. I want to get one of those giant Among Us suits. I mean, ideally, I would have liked to have done the Friday Night Funkin' combo, but you kind of need a girlfriend to do that. Sad. Let's see. Does anyone still, like, unironically play Among Us? I feel like the game got, like, worse since the last time I played it. I played it, like, a month ago when I went back to college for a weekend. And it just wasn't the same. There's now too many, like, communication stuff. It kind of lost the punch of the game, at least playing in public. Alright, 400R. It's been a good drive. It's a nice car to drive, I must say. But I don't think I'll use this for test course. I need more horsepower. Because America needs power. Yeah. Let's see. So the Mine Skyline did end up passing the 350. Even though 350 I think is on the same strategy as me. And yeah, the CTR too. Especially the Black Skyline R34. Not a good race. Among is. Alright. So that's 2 out of 3 races done. We're gonna get back in. So, sorry, Snowtato, but we did drive the 400R. But this is what I'm really curious about. This is the first race where I feel like you have to do all in. We have the money, let's do it. So first thing is, can we get 1,000 horsepower out of this? We're closing to 900. 908. Looks like we aren't gonna do it unless there's an intercooler. 900 will be, obviously, it's enough to win the next race. Oh. Look at that. 1,009. Perfect. Perfect. So, all we need from drivetrain is a transmission. We don't need any handling, no weight reduction, that's just for babies. Let's hop back in, pop on an oil change just to get that extra horsepower boost. We're going all out. This used to be my favorite thing in GT3 as a kid, as like mundane as it is. Test course builds were my favorite thing to do, even though if I had no idea what I was doing when I was 10. But it was so fun to see how fast that car can go. Because making a car go fast is the easiest thing to do. In terms of setup. So, 1,060 horsepower first that. That's just what the oil change is doing. Gear ratio on Twitter be like. So that's the easy thing to do. It used to be at 26. So let's bump it to 40. Let's bump it to 42 and then lower the final gear a little bit to like 4.278. Let's see. One more thing actually in settings. And yep. So, why did I put the right stick? Because I got one of these bad boys. Rubber band. And if I loop the rubber band around the controller, I have to do one of these double, where like, you know, make a 2 rubber band, wrap it around the controller. I forgot what the setup for this is. So, yeah, what I've done is I've rubber banded my controller, because this is what I used to do when I was a kid. I rubber band my controller with the right stick all the way up. And, that's all you have to do. Look at that. So we're gonna bump it into second gear. And all we have to do is just steer. Oh, it tops out at 260. Alright, we're restarting that. I need more final gear. I'll hurt my win ratio, but I don't care. We already don't have 100%, so it doesn't matter. We have 1061 horsepower now, actually. I think it went up because we drove a little bit. Alright, let's drop that. Like a lot. Up to 4.0. So we do a bunch of AI, but we're gonna blaze everybody. Yeah, this is gonna be fast. Yep, because we have the racing exhaust on. So yeah, I'm just pressing left. I don't even have to, hold down the X button. Because when I was a kid, the X button would make my thumb hurt after like a while. Because these races will take a while. So let's see, what do we top out at? So we need Slipstream to help us out. 269. We will definitely get 270 on the next straight. Well, you understand, like when the chat's flowing at like, 400 miles an hour, it's hard to read individual messages from every single person because, it's going so fast and you're trying to also focus on driving. I was thinking about asphalt was I was trying to concentrate on getting a good time, and you can't take too many chances to read chat all the time. So yep, here we go. What can we do? Someone who's only halfway through it. That poor soul. 270, 271 actually. Nice. I don't think we can hit 280 without a slipstream. Well, I don't even know if the rev limiter will go to 280. But yeah, we're basically in a NASCAR race because turbo, speed. But yeah, I'm doing the rubber band method. Because on test course, it's top speed. It's hard to have a close race with somebody unless you literally match their top speed. But yeah, rubber band gets the job going. Easy peasy. What I did as a kid. So, kind of like Squid Game. This brings back memories. Your next Squid Game is to get a car over 300 miles an hour without using the Escudo. Do I swear? Of course I do. But I've sworn a lot less on YouTube because of the whole demonetization thing, and now I have a job and a career, and there's people that I work with that know I do YouTube, and I can't say, I can't say what I did in asphalt. Not that I ever was like offensive, but now I'm more wary that using swear words and stuff isn't the best look on you when you're trying to do professional stuff. So look at this, we're already lapping somebody less than 2 laps later, but we're in the wrong spot. It's a Skyline, or not a Skyline, it's an Evo. It's an Evo that's just parked in a straight line basically. I think he just finished lap 1. And back Dakota, have fun, Justin. Take pictures. Yeah, our tires are getting shredded, but Tire wear doesn't really matter on this track. Looks like we're going to pass another person in the corner. We're not lapping at the right times. Yeah, I used to love these kind of things because, you know, I can get so fast. And the thing is, you know, 10-year-old me would go in the race cars and try to max out the top speed without knowing that, hey, there are some cars where you can slap a stage 4 turbo in and also get those speeds and actually outrace the prototypes in some of the races. And I still don't fully know what I'm doing when I'm setting up a car, I'll admit. Coming up another person, I think it's the other Evo, the Evo 7. Yep. The wrong place though. You might actually catch the next guy though in a straight line, so we can see. We could top out. Where you can hit him just at the start. Yeah, it's the RX-7. But then the other two guys are, you know, actually a top speed build, and I think it's the CTR2 and the R34 Skyline. The only way we'll get a fastest lap is if we, you know, get a slipstream. So yeah, this is just gonna be 15 minutes of pressing left. And we got 15 viewers, look at that. 15 viewers. We're just driving in a straight line. Did I listen to the rock rap? Well, what do you mean, the rock rap? Look at that, our rear left, or our rear right is just shredded. Oh, we're actually veering. Look at that, we're veering to the right because our tire is dead. Oh no, my tires are gone. We have to box this lap, like, unironically. Let's do the favorite thing I used to do when I was a kid. Absolutely punt that guy into oblivion. But look at that, our rear right is shredded, and it's actually veering us to the right. I messed up my speed, yeah, but we're gonna box this lap because my tire's absolutely shredded. You gotta work with the rubber band. Probably put on the super slicks, but whatever. We punted the Evo, came in for a pit stop, and he's not even around the final corner yet. Wear the left tires, you could do that. But it's hard to wear tires on this track without just, you know, driving in a straight line. the drama at DTM, yeah, on the season finale. Because Mercedes won the championship and the driver who did it, he took out Liam Lawson, and then they team ordered his teammate to win the race so that he could get the point, the other guy could win the points to win the championship, and just kind of walk in. Alright. So maybe we catch the skyline on the upper straight, the back straight, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, blue is the strongest. It's blue, green, yellow, orange, red. That's the tire, that's the tire stages. So let's see. Looks like we're gonna catch somebody on the back straight. Looks like we're also gonna catch that Evo. So let's see, this is our first top speed pull we're actually going to be able to do. Whoa! He bumped into the other Evo. It's a shame. We'll have to try with the other guy if he doesn't pit. It's the CTR2. He did not pit, I don't think. Or he's going through all the other checkpoints. He's at the end of the other straight. You know, you're just lapping that Evo over and over and over. Yeah, Blue's factory new. You might catch the RX-7. I don't know. No. Just like last time, he's just starting the other one. And we actually might go through this whole race without catching. We drove our fastest lap on lap 7 because we had the skyline pole. Just for a brief moment. I turned the lighting up on the graphics. Then it blows up the sky too. It's weird. I know what you mean though. Let's actually try and fix that on the fly. Let's see if I can not break this. Alright, let's bump up the brightness a little bit. I think saturation's fine. Let's see. It's bright on my end, but see what it looks like on your end. Now it looks too bright. It almost looks bad. We're troubleshooting on the fly, guys. Maybe we could bump up the saturation a little bit. That looks a little bit better. It was good? Yeah, this guy I thought was like a flashbang. On my TV it looks different than what my capture card is pulling, that's for sure. I think this is good. Should I actually come into the pits on the last lap? So I can get the fresh tires so I don't have to, you know, drive with shredded tires on lap 10. The issue is the sky. You don't have HDR on this console. Yeah, because that tire's turning red. So unfortunately, the CTR2 is up there on the back straight. We're not going to catch him. So we'll never know the full top speed pull, what the rev limiter is, unless they try this in a different race, like to win or something. But yeah, don't worry, we have plenty of test scores that we have to negotiate. My rubber band came off. Oh no! Okay, I gotta finish the race naturally. Oh well, it's only one lap. Not if you do it right. This controller's already kind of old, so I don't know. This PS2 controller has seen 9 years pretty much of usage as my only PS2 controller, my only official one. And it's with a lot. When I was a kid, I'd break controllers a lot more often. Anyway, race done. And actually, the CTR2 stayed on the lead lap, amazingly. Everybody else, though, is behind me, and I'm not going to wait, but there you go. We are going to check out the replay, though. First thing we want to get is a good camera shot. So I'm going to go to the bathroom, actually, while we can get a good replay shot. And then we're going to see what the other top speeds are being pulled on the other cars. So I'll do that. Look at the speed of this Evo 6. Look at him go. Look at him go. No wonder we were lapping him every 2 laps. He's literally going 130 miles an hour. My Miata went faster at the beginning of the game. That's hilarious. He's like got 800 horsepower, but he never turned off the rev limiter. He never got a transmission. Should have got the train. Evo 7's not doing too hot either, only going 168. Oh, the RX-7, that disappoints me that he's only going 178 miles an hour. Here the Skyline's going a much more crisp 210. Not the single best tune you could do on an R34, but respectable. Let's get one more pull of him. Yeah, he's going fast. And finally, the CTR2. He's doing it right. 235 miles an hour. That's how you set up an AI car for a game. That's the challenge. Look at how fast he's going. I feel like the developers intended for all the cars to be pulling this 230 mile an hour thing, but unfortunately, only very few cars actually get that 230 mile an hour mark from the AI. Anyway, that was Race to Turbo Sports. We did it in a weird order. But what's our prize car for Race to Turbo? It's got a wing. Look at that, we were just racing it. We were just complimenting on how Rough CTR2 is the only car that's set up right, and that's our prize car. So there we go. I'm happy to see that. Let's go. Well, that's it. Still pretty good on money, where you don't have to worry about anything. So, hop into the garage and see the Rough CTR2. 514 horsepower. That's a car. And, yep, pretty cool. We got a lot of cool prize cars. So, game stat is 67.1%. Our win ratio is still 85%. That's the end of the segment.